Hello guys, this is Infinim here, and I'm here with Iakobo, and we're doing the Nest event here in the Galactic Bounties one. So the way to do this, we found out, is we use Bossk lead, and we also use the new marquee events, the Mandalorian and Greef Karga. And when we have their payouts, Greef Karga gets a lot of stuff going on with giving a bunch of turn meter, a bunch of bonuses, and Mandalorian gets his disintegrate. What's your experience with this event now, and what was it before, Jakob?
Yeah, man. So I've had I've been playing for about 2 years now, and my bounty hunters have just never been able to cut it in this event. And I feel like with these new characters at 3 stars, it's like a night and day difference. And I've been able to not only beat the event, but now I started getting these nest shards that are just dire need.
Yeah, so at most Django died in this first battle, but let's see how it goes. Uh, so the way it goes, they have this preloaded TM, and we need to kill the guys that do the AoEs here. So everyone except the guy that taunts is the ones that we need to kill. And we want to get that contract done as soon as we can as well.
Yes.
So here we're targeting everybody that does AoEs.
Yeah, so when I first went into the event, this is my first attempt ever doing it with the Mandalorian and Greef. I just didn't think about it. I should have gone out, used all the main assist attacks, the one with Greef and with Mando to try to get that contract triggered as quick as possible. I didn't do that at first. I caught on quickly and then got the contract triggered.
So it doesn't really matter if you play that well, you just need the Mando and Greef to survive until the wave 4 actually, so you can actually afford to use a disintegrate here, and then you want to use a disintegrate on wave 4 as well, basically. And on wave 3 you start saving your cooldowns, namely Bossk stun and disintegrate of course, and Greef's TM boost. But the thing you were saying about doing the assist to complete the contract faster is actually a really good habit to pick up with Greef, because he reduces all his cooldowns when he gets the payouts. So might as well use those specials while you can, despite the large cooldowns that they seem to have.
Absolutely. And just to note, we're talking about 3-star characters at gear 8.
Eight.
Yeah. Neither of them have any of the Omegas. I mean, obviously I have the Omegas on the other bounty hunters, but honestly, they're really not needed. I think that the way that the synergy is and the way these teams are set up, it's not necessary to have overpowered team to complete this event.
Yeah, with Mando and Greef and Bossk lead, definitely you don't need a good team. I'm imagining the hurdle that it is to get through Nest with all of those counterattacks and not having a daze, I think. I don't know, did any bounty hunter have a daze before Greef?
No, not that I can think of.
That you recall?
No.
Yeah, so Greef even has that in his kit, but that's not even something you want to consider, it doesn't matter. So here we start saving cooldowns, because we want to have everything ready for Nest. So for example, that Bossk stun, we definitely want to have it ready. We want to have Greef's retribution and healing stuff going on. And then you want to have the disintegrator, of course, because that's your strategy and your win condition here. So what will happen here is that Nest takes her first turn, she kills out Django, she does a lot of damage, but that's fine, we just need to control her. So she does a lot of damage, but that's okay. Kills Django here, that's fine. And now Mando will have to die here because he will get countered. But as long as we get that Bossk's mass assist, or something that gives him the buff, the crit chance up or the crit damage up, would be nice. So here we use the last special, so it is a way to get the TM on all of the team, that 50% turn meter. and then Bossk uses his stun here, and now Mando, we just wait this turn, and now Mando gets to do his disintegrate, and boom, there goes Nest.
Yeah, man.
How easy is that?
It's too easy. So, one thing to note is the ideal situation would be for Bossk to be ready to go right out the gate so he can get that stun off. The second time I tried this, that actually was the case. But if not, I mean, worst case scenario, you know, someone dies. But as long as that Mando stays alive and he can get off that that big hit, that's game.
Yeah, and you have infinite tries here as well, so just abuse them. You definitely can do it with less gear than what Iakobo has here. I've done it with less, actually. He has the Zeta on Bossk and I don't, so let's look into the mods. So you have these guys modded pretty much how you have for your GAC, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I know I got a lot of potency. Actually, no, there is no potency. It's mostly just critical damage, just offensive like type mods.
So some protection for the Zeta that you have, right? Because of the killing stuff going on, the Bounty Hunters Resolve, stuff like that.
But
yeah, some offense, that's fine.
But honestly, I don't think it's just not that necessary for this event to have crazy mods. Just
yeah, you don't need to mod properly. Exactly. That is the great thing about it. You just need to annihilate basically a nest, but now it's not annihilate, it's disintegration.
I didn't change any mods on Bossk. It's just tenacity. That's what you run on Bossk, you know.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's the thing. So the rest of the mods doesn't really matter. I mean, I could even show you these ones. So Mando is modded for some speed because you want him to actually get turns. Although he does have that TM built in him, in that unique. But you know, you just put, when you don't have really good mods left over, you just put speed and you're fine. That's how it goes. Yeah. You don't really need to mod particularly well for this event.
Yeah, man. About 30 seconds, I just slapped whatever mods I saw onto him right before I did the event. So.
Yeah, I have my mods on Bounty Hunters are for Mando lead because I want to try that out instead of Bossk or Django or whoever. But I did have to use Bossk because of that extra beefiness that we can get to the characters to survive those first AoEs. And from there, it's really fun. So, my Bounty Hunters should be here. Should have just clicked on the faction, but...
I would say Bossk is pretty crucial in this event. I would say, though he doesn't have to be, you know, a full relic boss. Mine was 4 stars, yours was 2 stars.
Yeah, 2-star G11, talk about that.
I mean, they are at gear 11, but I would imagine you could probably do this at lower gear as well.
Yeah, so the way I modded this team is for crit chance. It's not even something that Bossk League cares about. The only thing we really had in common here is gear 8 all over the people, and then have either Django or Boba Fett with some decent damage, and Bossk to be in the lead, and that's about it.
Yeah. So I just think that this is...
So I think you can get away with other guys, definitely.
Yeah. It's so important, this mission, especially for newer players, you know, in the mid to late game. Nest is such an important character, and she's not an easy farm. And so having this event unlocked will get you Nest that much quicker, and it's such a key and crucial character in your roster.
For sure. So, for example, I'm farming Galactic Republic to go for gas, and I really don't have the fleet's capacity to farm Nest at the moment, so it slots right into it. I mean, even if this is only once per month, I'm fine. It's 20 Nest shards, I'm okay with that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So this was the video. Basically, what you want to have in your core team is Bossk lead and Mando and Greef Karga, and have someone that actually does some damage to kill people. And from there on, you want gear rates all over the place to get those payouts triggered, and you should be fine. Do you have anything to add to this, Iakob?
No, man, just good luck to especially all you new players out there that are working towards this. I mean, you just unlocked, these two characters in this marquee event. Put them to use. Put them to use.
So with this sip, we will say goodbye. So thank you all. Good hunting on Ness. So she does have a bounty on her head.